Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Report Inspector General Horowitz to accuse Andrew McCabe of improper leaks to media, misleading investigators. Outgoing Deputy Director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe, will be called out for leaking to the media and misleading investigators in the much-anticipated Inspector General's report set to be released late March or April. Now, Inspector General Horowitz is investigating the FBI's mishandling of Hillary Clinton's email probe. According to reports by the New York Times and Washington Post, IG Michael Horowitz will accuse outgoing FBI Director Andrew McCabe of leaking to media and misleading Horowitz's investigators. The New York Times reports a Justice Department review is expected to criticize the former FBI Deputy Director Andrew G. McCabe for authorizing the disclosure of information about a continuing investigation to journalists, according to 4 people familiar with the inquiry. Now, according to the Times, McCabe authorized a leak to the Wall Street Journal, which led to an October 2016 article that revealed an internal dispute between the FBI and DOJ about how to handle Hillary Clinton's email investigation that had just been reopened after classified emails were found on Weiner's laptop. Now, the Times claims McCabe's leak to the Wall Street Journal led to a negative article about Hillary Clinton, not Trump, but they also admit that some agents believe McCabe put the brakes on the investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Now, in October of 2016, the Wall Street Journal revealed a dispute between FBI and Justice Department officials over how to proceed in an investigation into the financial dealings of the Clinton family's foundation. The article revealed a closed-door meeting during which senior Justice Department officials were dismissive of the evidence and declined to authorize subpoenas or grand jury activity. Some FBI agents, the article said, believed that Mr. McCabe had put the brakes on the investigation. Others rejected that notion. The Journal, citing sources including one person close to Mr. McCabe, revealed a tense conversation with a senior Justice Department official in which Mr. McCabe insisted that the FBI had the authority to press ahead with the investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Now, the Inspector General has concluded that Mr. McCabe authorized FBI officials to provide information for that article. According to the 4 people who spoke on the condition of anonymity, because they were not authorized to discuss the report before it is published. Now, the Public Affairs Office had arranged a phone call to discuss the case. The people said Mr. McCabe, as Deputy Director, had the authority to engage the news media. The Washington Post then reported that McCabe will be accused of misleading Inspector General Horowitz's investigators. The Washington Post reports the Justice Department Inspector General is preparing a damaging report on former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, alleging he was responsible for approving an improper media disclosure. 2 people familiar with the matter said. One of the people said McCabe will also be accused of misleading investigators about his actions. During that work, Inspector General investigators found that McCabe had authorized the disclosure of information to the Wall Street Journal for an October 2016 story that examined feuding inside the FBI and Justice Department around the handling of a separate investigation into the Clinton's family foundation. 2 people familiar with the case said. Now, those probing the matter said McCabe, who stepped down in January, misled them when they initially inquired about the subject, though one person familiar with the forthcoming report said McCabe disputes that he intentionally misled the investigators. Now, the Post also reports McCabe may have leaked to the Wall Street Journal through Peter Strzok's mistress, Lisa Page. The Journal story was written by Devin Barrett. Now, a reporter at the Washington Post spokesman for the Journal did not return an email message. Recently released text messages from an FBI agent and FBI lawyer involved in the Clinton email case show that 2 days before the story was published, the lawyer, Lisa Page, and the FBI's top spokesman, Michael Corton, were on the phone with Barrett for an extended conversation. Now, Andrew McCabe didn't recuse himself from the Hillary Clinton email investigation until 1 week before the 2016 presidential election, despite his obvious conflicts of interest. Now, McCabe recently left the FBI on terminal leave amid pressure for him to be fired for misconduct. We are way past due for a second special counsel to investigate Obama's FBI, DOJ, and the FISA abuses. The Inspector General doesn't have prosecutorial power, which is why President Trump unleashed on Attorney General Sessions earlier this week for handing over the FISA abuse investigation to Horowitz. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Let's make America great again. Peace.